Yeah, I'll call Zay.
Speaking of security, why ain't they been
Yeah,
doing...
should I call Zay over?
Yeah, get that
He's
fucking
around.
idiot here.
Wait,
Okay,
why?
Yeah, let's call Zay over.
Yeah, he should be securing PDM
Hey
and
Zay,
autos, but
can
he's
you
never
come
been there.
over? Can you come over for a Cerberus meeting?
Oh, security being useless? Shocking.
I know, right?
All right, thank you.
What are we
Bye.
paying
We're
for?
upstairs. Not in the elevator, just upstairs. Okay, bye.
What was the spicy news, Nancy?
So this whole PDM biker thing, it's a bit of a mess. Andy called me to let me know that in her discussions with MCs about this whole thing, that she found out that Kevin Ram, one of the employees at PDM, has been purchasing vehicles for the employee price and then reselling them privately for a profit.
You confirm that, Dominic?
I can look into that.
We need to confirm that ASAP. As a matter of fact, take your time, step away from this meeting, and confirm that right now.
Yeah. So I
So we're getting the
basically,
books right now.
the only way to confirm that is by looking at the books.
Yeah, that
Andy
wouldn't
says it's somebody
surprise me,
that she
like-
trusts very much, but also Kevin Ram is a scammer. So
Yeah, I mean, Kevin's like the ultimate. He's like...
Does anyone have
Marlo wishes he
Kevin's
was that
bank
good.
ID?
I might have it, but I'll have to go to a bank to get it.
I give you my laptop. Hold on.
I do constantly seeing like Kevin advertising things on Twitter, advertising cars and whatnot. So it wouldn't surprise me, but
So
Yes,
I
Mom.
wanted to fire him on my talks with Max and everybody else that if I was gonna be having any say in PDM, he'd be the first person to go. He's been for months now. He's been working at VLC and he's been just advertising VLC most of the time. He does not even advertise PDM. So it's like he's working for a competitor's company. I know that they're a little bit different companies.
I mean, he
but
started from Fastlane, so... Tells you everything about him.
yeah. And then he got fired from Fast Loans for doing sketchy shit. So kind of tells you more about him.
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that put out all the bikes, by the way, Nancy. I don't know if you know about that, but 2 days ago, somebody
All right,
put
I'm gonna
out
send
all
you
the
it via
bikes
email.
on the PDM property instead of like how they have car
The normal
showrooms.
cars.
Yeah, so after MCs got banned, someone did it to taunt them with putting up nothing but hogs on the
That's
lot.
quite funny. I like that.
Yeah, and then I think they raised up the prices to like 1 mil per bike.
Oh, Jesus.
Just to taunt them, maybe.
Okay, we'll wait to confirm that. I swear to God, if these... Who are these motherfuckers just walking in here?
It's Zay and
Marlo, go put on a suit.
Dean,
Dean,
Marlo?
wait out. I literally told you to wait outside, buddy. Literally told you to wait outside, buddy.
Zay, how's security at PDM and autos going, buddy?
I don't think anyone's been there for the last day or
Yeah,
two.
no shit, buddy. No shit, Zay.
Did something happen?
I mean, today I
It's
went to
your
PDM.
job.
you know if something happens, Zay.
I mean, today I went to PDM and all the showroom car windows were smashed in with rocks. The tires were blown out, and there was just shit just smeared all over all of the display windows.
Yeah, I was there yesterday. There was graffiti all over the place. The front windows were smashed out.
Max got
going on, Zay?
kidnapped yesterday, and his head is now shaven. He's now bald.
So this okay. This is all happening in the other storm.
Speak,
correct?
Zay.
No, this was happening in this storm. This was
Okay,
happening
so
on
I
today's
reached
Monday.
out-
This was happening on Saturday and Sunday, and I think Friday as well.
So the day that I was told that they need security, I had people checking in on the place where this was like maybe 4 days ago or something, right? And I had them doing that for a day, like 2 days. Nothing really happened in that, in that time period. And I didn't know if there was still a threat. Like no one's really been in contact with me. I tried to reach out to Max. I could not get a hold of him at all. So I didn't know what the situation was. And as far as I know, everything's been taking place in the other storm, what I was told originally. So our coverage on that storm is really low. We have a lot less people during that storm compared to this storm.
Sounds like a lot of excuses, not enough problem solving, eh?
Okay.
We
can
need to
always
give you a
check
new
Twitter as
boss.
well.
We need to demote you
Oh.
down.
No, you don't need to do that.
Why does it sound like you're smiling when you're saying that?
This is serious, Nancy. I would never smile.
Alright, got the PDM info. So from July 1st until yesterday, there has not been a single vehicle purchase coming from Kevin Ram's account. Only thing is him getting paid for commissions and test drives.
Hmm. And is there a pattern between the commissions he's getting for the vehicles he's selling to like maybe the same people? Maybe he's selling it to someone else?
Let me check.
Zay, how are we going to solve this problem, mate?
So okay, so can someone tell me exactly what's happening? So
Are you
all I know
serious?
is MCs are pissed about the bike shit and they're targeting PDM. What exactly are they doing?
But I thought
Like,
this was about the BSK, and I'm confused.
What?
No, it's PDM.
The BSK
Yeah, isn't
stuff is
BSK
autos.
like harassing?
No.
No, this is the MCs.
MCs
They're
are
mad.
harassing PDM.
They're mad about the silent auctions and the MC only bikes being sold to the public and not them.
After there was a deal that Max made from PDM that they would only be sold to the MCs, and then he went back.
Like
on that.
all bikes or specific bikes?
specific bikes.
two specific models of bikes.
Okay.
So the MCs were like abusing that deal by buying cheap. So Max decided to silent auction them. And then the MCs had a problem with that and started making threats. So I told Max to just blacklist them and tell them to fuck off and we'll continue with our day.
I mean,
Oh,
from what
Jesus.
Max said as well, he had a wait list of people from MCs who wanted the bikes, and then he didn't follow through on fulfilling the wait list. And then said that nobody from the MCs was
No.
buying them.
Yeah, Max said that they were there, they were available, and when he had auctions for them, they would just never come around and buy them.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The PDM's getting threats by a bunch of gangs and we don't care to tolerate that shit. So it's just easier just to move on.
There is no patterns with Kevin's commission payouts.
Hmm.
Very random.
Okay.
Could just be. I'm not.
Could
I'm
be
not gonna.
second. I mean, it was
like Kevin
trust
Rand
Andy.
is definitely.
And from a conversation that I overheard yesterday between Psychada of all people and Max, as he is trying really hard to find a middle ground, and Andy does not want to find a middle ground.
okay.
And Psychada of all people said that he doesn't want to go down a PDM and shoot random employees who have nothing to do with this. He doesn't want to shoot anybody. And I overheard this whole conversation.
Find a middle ground for what? I'm so confused.
So that this stops.
So what stops?
Well, the MCs have banded together and now attacking PDM, which is what Zay is supposed to have his security protecting.
Over
but-
what? The fact that everybody can buy a bike?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
They
fucking
want the
high
bikes for
school shit.
themselves.
Jesus Christ. These motherfuckers need to go fight some motherfuckers for some meth or
Well-
some shit. What the fuck am I here right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently this is also from Max, is that the bikes that they're auctioning off, those two bikes, are being bought by Southsiders that for like 500, 600K when the bike is worth 70K. So I think that's the main issue that the biker gangs are having. So I don't know why we can't raise up the price without the silent auction. I don't know how PDM works, but if a bike is worth 70K, but street value, it's like 200, 300, why can't he just raise up the price and go back to the waiting list?
The silent auction makes more
Okay,
money.
if they want to be so fucking exclusive, let's draft up contracts for every MC organization in this city and charge them about $350,000 fee a month to keep the shit exclusive. What the fuck am I hearing right now? This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
fucking terrible shit. The main point I'm
mean-
talking about, Zay, is you're supposed to be fucking securing the lot. What's going on?
Like I said, I have not heard of anything happening during this storm. No one's been communicating with me. I've been trying to reach out to
All right,
Max.
your number one
I can't
priority
get a hold
is
of them.
PDM. Okay, get it sorted.
Doesn't help that Max is also like the other day I went there, he had just all the bikers' bikes on display. So he's trying to poke the bear too.
No, that was Kevin. That was Kevin.
Oh, that was Kevin that did
apparently.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It's just
Let's
fucking high
rewind a
school
bit.
shit.
Talk to me about this potential Kevin Ram scam. Who brought this up and how did they bring this up?
Andy called me and told me that somebody she trusts very much brought that information to her, and she was fine with me letting you all know that it was her that brought the information, and for us to look into it. So I don't know the validity of it. She didn't know the validity of it, but wanted us to be aware.
So I'm probably just gonna grab him and torture him for info and see if maybe he's purchasing it through somebody else.
What he means by that is he's going to have a conversation over the phone.
A nice sit down over
Yeah,
coffee.
I'm gonna torture the fuck out of Kevin Ram.
All right, good shit. Cool. Anything else?
I'll refrain from being rude. Anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing I texted you about last Friday, Lang. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
I do not remember, my friend. You're gonna just bring it up.
State-funded IRS department.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Floor is yours.
All right, so here's the idea. After I did a full audit of Xmart, I was like, damn, the state could use this.
This is
So my
your
idea-
idea.
Yes. So my
It was
idea,
our idea. It came to
Lang,
light at
thanks
the
for
same
listening
time.
here.
Yeah.
So my idea was go to the state and offer an IRS department basically. When they need to subpoena someone's records for an investigation, they come to us, we do what needs to be done, and we get a monthly payment from the state.
Whoa,
on
whoa,
call.
whoa. We don't need the IRS, right,
Shut the
guys?
fuck up, Marlo. You don't
Right.
need it. I mean,
We
you
don't
do
need
need it.
IRS, right, guys?
You don't need it because you are a terrible businessman who makes this company $0.
Yeah, I think that's a conversation we need to have with Mickey, I guess, right?
Yeah, I do think it's a good idea though. Offer our services. You know how much Cyber.
Yes, Cyber.
You know how much info we can just get
I
for
know.
free by doing this?
And not only that,
Guys, I don't see the big problem with it.
it's a genius. You don't have to go to all these businesses and sell the
Oh.
accounting. We just sell it to the state
Oh,
and make
sounds
more money than
great.
we ever need.
You might
Sounds-
die a bit
Exactly.
faster than
And we
you
will
intend to,
obtain
don't
so
you?
much free info.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you might need like
I
more
like it. I like it.
armor. A full bomb
We
suit,
should.
maybe.
We gotta talk to Mickey about it.
Oh, I wore that when I gave the July books.
Good.
All right. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else?
That's it for me.
I just have to go over some storefront stuff with you, Dean. Probably Eve as well.
James is around to start the contract with Tim for the NPC things, which they can do on their own. And then I also need to just talk to Tim about setting up a contract for the mines when we want to start doing full runs, possibly this week, but we just want to get a contract done.
Cool.
All right.
and
I've
morph.
been meeting everybody. Zay, don't make me I swear to God, I'll send you to the fucking mine so fast you'll forget you were a security guard. Fucking brush up on your goddamn
Sorry,
work and
please.
stop hanging out with fucking Mickey too much and calling it work, motherfucker. Prioritize your fucking job.
Yes, sir.
We still got other Dean outside, too.
Yeah, we got to talk about
Oh yeah,
morph
and
as well.
Pablo wants quickly also a quick meeting.
Yeah, Pablo can go at the bottom of the list. Me and The other Dean will be a me and Dean conversation privately. Anything else?
Morph.
Storefronts? Morph. We can talk about that privately as well.
Do we have that Gold Rush meeting yet?
No.
Nancy, what about Sophie? She also wanted to schedule a.
Oh yes, Sophie Sanders, I believe, the owner of Siren Radio, wants to have a meeting with Cerberus at some point this week.
All right. Well, schedule them up.
All right, sounds good.
Schedule them up.
All righty. And then, yeah, Dean, when you're done your stuff, I just have some storefronts that we need approval to set up.
All right.
Mono, anything from you, Mono?
I had that music sort of distribution company I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you want me to do it.
All
in
right, I
this
can
meeting
stick
or
around.
schedule a
Zay,
meeting.
you're excused. Do your fucking job. Tim, anything from you?
I just need to ask Dean what other paperwork he was referring to.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
All right, Tim, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Mila, anything from you? Anything else?
No.
All right, you're excused as well. Dominic, anything from you?
We covered everything.
All right, you're excused as well. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you guys.
Well, good night, guys.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Marlo, what you want to talk about?
Bye.
So U-Tunes. This is a company that I made
Seriously?
a little bit before. What, Dean? Yes, U-Tunes. So yeah, it's a music distribution company. I actually pulled a lot of artists to the side, like, I don't know, a few months ago, a little bit before I joined Cerberus. And sort of saw what the pain points were in the industry. I know that there's been some changes since with like state funding and whatnot. But the biggest thing is, you know, I feel like the distribution of music aside from the radio right now is a big like pain point where people pushing their own mixtapes and shit, but I ain't listening to a fucking Walkman, I'll tell you that for free. So I feel like if we can get these, you know, MP3s and shit on the phone in like a library, something like that, I feel like that would be the next big thing. So that people can, you know, walk down the street, listen to fucking songs, not have to pop in a different cassette every time. And then we could, you know, charge a fee either based on a service for it or per song. And then some of that money goes to the label, that goes to the artist, so on and so forth. Because right now, if people sell cassette tapes and all that shit, apparently they can't really tell which artist is selling the tapes. It just sort of goes to the label as a whole. And then they divvy it up based on, I think, like plays and shit like that. But if we can get that more centralized to specific artists, like, you know, you'd be able to search the new hot P Money song, buy that song off the fucking library, so on and so forth, add it to your fucking shit, and you can listen to it wherever you want, maybe even charge like premium services for other aspects of it as well. I think that could be a good revenue stream.
Your company got approved for that?
Yeah.
I feel like there's been like 10 companies approved for that. Same shit.
Yeah, there was another streaming service that people were signed up to last year. They were operating under the farmers markets. I can't remember what they were called.
No, one guy had it, but he did out fucking country.
Oh, okay.
So I think if it's that dude, I'm not 100% sure.
I just can't remember what it was called, but yeah, something similar.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of these proposals, to be honest. I think do some research, Marlo. Figure out, like, talk to Mickey and Andy and see the history of this kind of business proposal, and then we can look at it and figure out whether we can push it forward or not.
All right, sounds good. And then I got something I want to talk to you two about afterward, so I'll just wait outside while y'all talk.
I think we're good. Are we good? We're good.
I just need
with Marlo,
some
yeah.
thumbs up on storefronts
Yeah,
so we can actually set them up today.
Handle that after.
Okay.
All right. Unless you guys have anything else, Nancy and Eve, you guys are excused as well.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Can one of you guys let Dean in here when you guys are walking out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually,
And then
just,
I'll just wait outside.
just
while
send
you
to
bang.
Let me
Wait a
talk
sec.
to you. Yeah, let me talk to you
Oh.
real quick, you two, real quick.
Oh, just us? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
So, do I gotta whisper or anything?
Marlo, when are you going to
Please,
start
President.
paying for your own salary? At this point, we're just paying you to do nothing.
Y'all don't gotta pay me. I feel bad because I haven't been doing work. Y'all don't.
You ain't
gotta
done
pay me.
shit, Marlo.
Y'all don't gotta pay me.
We
Don't
brought
pay me
you in
anymore.
and you're fucking doing nothing.
I know. I apologize. Look,
It's not that we don't want to pay you, it's we want to pay you for your
I
services.
know you want work out. I know. And I said I would, and I haven't. I've been dropping the ball. I apologize.
Pull your fucking socks up, Marlo.
Okay. Well, I don't wear socks in these shoes. I just slip them on.
It's a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, how y'all connected with the prison at all?
Why?
So I did this thing about a month ago to date, actually, July 29th.
Connected. What's that?
So I did this thing on the 29th of July where I got about 20 people who were either in debt due to loans or something or other, or just didn't have money, down bad, basically. And I gave them a chance for $1 million in a race. I think I told y'all about this, right? And then there was bombs in the cars type shit.
Yeah.
So we did that, went pretty well. Had people betting on it, had people paying and watching at the casino. But I talked to Mickey, and I want to do an actual death race with lifers, where we give the chance of freedom and then full exoneration for one person, but the other 9 die.
Come on, lifers aren't fucking zoo animals that you can watch from afar for your own entertainment.
But poor people are.
Yes, they are. They're a different breed than the lifers.
Different.
Okay, well, I talked to Bane, and he was down, and he said he would talk to his other people. What?
There, you treat my people like that. I'm actually appalled.
What? I didn't know they were your people.
Yes, they are, Marlo.
I'm trying to give one of them freedom, full exoneration.
I spent half my life in prison, Marlo, because of Dean. You think I'm not going to make any friends or family while I'm in there?
And there's not 9 of them that you don't like?
Oh, I actually like this idea again. You're right.
I'm sure there's some lifers you don't like, and there's a lifer that you like. What if we, help the one that you like get out, full exoneration, and then we deal with 9 ones that we don't like?
How the fuck are you going to get this approved by any government?
Mickey's already on board.
Mickey, he's not going to be able to get this approved.
There's no
Mickey's
way
on board.
that he's going to legally kill
It's
9
prison
people.
reformation. What do you mean? We're reforming somebody, and
Yes,
then
it's fine
9
that
people
Mickey
were
is on
wasting
board, but
taxpayers' dollars. There's 9 people wasting taxpayers' dollars that once they're not around no more.
Marlo, this is going to go through the crane, and at the very least, crane, if not the Senate. No lifer has ever been removed from that prison yet. And if they hear it's over a fucking death race, they're going to shit in your bed.
I think we can workshop this. I think that's where we're at right now, is we can workshop it.
I tell you what, you get some concrete movement going here, then I'll be interested. All right.
All right.
What if instead of killing them, they have to be DOC guards? Some might say that's worse.
I mean, not wrong. But is it the killing of lifers that would be the issue for Crane, or the letting free of a lifer?
The fun of the sport.
Question.
Treating life as sport is probably not a good way for the government to have a reform program for lifers. I'm sure there's about 1,000 other things they would prefer to do other than doing that.
Like a purge.
No.
It always comes back to the fucking
Okay,
purge,
well, I'll
dude.
get some work done on that side. Also, doesn't really involve y'all, but my MRL shit got leaked to the cops.
How?
So an idiot texted it to somebody and then gave the cops their phone and said, "Hey, you can go through it," and then didn't realize it.
You guys really are fucking stupid.
Well, it wasn't. It was just somebody. That's just like if you were involved in something and somebody texted somebody.
My
trust me, I
phone
know
has never
a
been
guy who does
subpoenaed
exactly like
this
that.
month.
What'd you say, Dean?
Nothing.
Oh. But yeah, so let's hope I don't go down for that.
Nah, you won't. We got your back, buddy.
Marlo, where's all
What's
your
up
money?
there?
Where's all your money? Is it in investments? Is it in assets? Like, where is it?
Got some liquid, got some investments. I don't really got assets right now. I wanted to buy a hyper car, but then I wasted too much money. So
Well, if you need anything stored safe, you know, just let us know. Because if you go to prison, we still expect you to be the ideas guy. You know,
I know. See, that's where I can talk to the lifers more. See? Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Thanks,
How much do
Marl.
we
Send it
pay
in
him?
if you can, please.
All right.
I don't know, but we gotta freeze his payments ASAP.
Yeah, we'll tell him we'll keep paying. I think we have to get rid of him.
Dean, you're up. Hello, Tommy.
Just because he's the ideas guy doesn't mean every idea is a good one. The reason Marlo is the ideas guy is because he's never had a good idea. I don't think I've ever heard a good idea from Marlo.
The fuck, Tommy?
What?
Yes, now what's good? How we doing?
What's up, Tommy? What's up, Dean?
What is
Hey,
that
hello.
thing?
What thing?
Keep like your Nintendo Switch in there, or what's going on?
I fucking wish I had a Nintendo Switch in here. Even
Fanny
useful while I was
pack,
playing
Dean.
outside.
That's so you don't forget it. Your mum make you wear that?
Just there's just gold bars in there, you know.
Hey, what's up, moderately wealthy Dean?
Hey, super rich Dean, how
Liking
you
the
doing,
colours,
baby?
liking this suit.
Thank you. But
You always look good, Dean.
I appreciate that, Dean. You too.
Thanks, mate.
Never says that to me.
Yeah, we have the double D manner, so cool thing.
All right. The floor is yours, Dean.
Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dean Quincy,
Speak up, please.
and I have a business proposal for you today. Boom. Fireworks, Los Santos Cares. Health insurance brought into Los Santos, our beautiful city. So this is how it works. We're going to have 3 different packages. We're going to have the deluxe package all the way at the top for people like ourselves. We're going to have the premium package for the, the middle class, and we're going to have the basic bitch package. Each of them will be paid, it's going to be a weekly statement.
Hey, Dean, let's start from the top, yeah?
Yeah.
What is the business, its intentions, its goals?
So the business is
Speak up, Dean.
So the business is health insurance. Health insurance, a lot of things have changed in Los Santos, but people still pay $100 to get, medical treatment, and doctors get paid shit. EMS get paid shit. It's time for that to change.
Why?
Because you want to make money.
I'm listening.
So this will implement healthcare into our great city, all right, which would then make sure people are very careful going about their day, all right, making sure that they don't take these doctors and EMS for granted, because they work their asses off trying to get gunshot wounds cleaned and sewn and stitched back together. All right. We would get in. Everybody in the state would have an insurance card. With that insurance card, it will be, you'll have your state ID on it. If you have insurance, you won't pay the hiking fees of what the hospital will eventually have.
Who covers the losses from the insurance?
I'll say again?
Who covers the losses for the insurance? Like, who underwrites the plan?
Dean?
Yeah.
Slide, please.
You say who covers the losses for the insurance?
Yeah, who underwrites the package?
Like, what do you mean exactly?
You want to start an insurance company, you don't know what underwriting
Mhm.
means.
Yes, Dean.
All right, Dean. So let's say you covers.
What's up, Dean? You good?
Yeah, sorry, these shoes are ticklish. Dean, let's say you cover someone for $5,000 for the month, right?
Yes.
So that $5,000 goes to the hospital when they go to
Okay.
the hospital, right? And then they pay their premium towards that, right?
Right. So
But what if
basically,
they spend $10,000 in hospital fees that month?
Okay, so-
Who loses that $5,000?
so if you have the insurance, you won't pay the same price, obviously. So for instance, if you don't have insurance, you're paying 10,000. You're paying 10. For example, right? You're paying $10,000 to get medical treatment, blase blase, and then if you do have the insurance, all that money goes straight to the hospital. If you don't have insurance, at that point, the company, you don't make any money from that.
Yeah, I
So-
think Mr. Quincy's idea is that if you don't have insurance, naturally you will pay a premium at the hospital regardless. But if you do have
Right.
insurance, then you're kind of covered with the fees you paid at Pillbox or Viceroy, right? So the hospitals themselves will cover you because of the insurance they're paying for the premium. But if you don't have
So it's
insurance,
less-
then you'll pay a larger fee.
Less like insurance, more like a membership.
Arguably, yes.
And then what, the hospital takes the losses if they if that membership costs them too much?
Yeah, basically, if they do not have the insurance, then the hospital makes all that profit completely to them.
No, but I'm saying, so let's say you sell the membership for $5,000, the hospital is essentially gambling that they will give this person less than $5,000 worth of treatment so that they can pocket the rest of it, right?
Right.
But if that person pays $5,000 and does $10,000 worth of treatment that month, then they lost $5,000 on that person, right? And then the hospital's
Well-
out $5,000.
No, the hospital wins either way because I'm willing to give them a percentage in revenue. Very small.
I don't think
percentage.
you understand. Okay, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. If you cover someone for $5,000, right? And you say you pay me $5,000 for the month, and I'll give you $5,000 in hospital fees at a discount, right? And they spend exactly $5,000, then everyone comes up even, right? The membership is even, the patient is even, the hospital's even, right? But in the event that the patient spends more than their $5,000 that they put on the membership, are you saying the patient then has to cover that? The extra? Or the hospital has to cover the extra? Doctor got to get paid, right?
Exactly.
So
So
which
the
one,
patient-
Dean?
So the patient would have to cover that.
So
Yes,
why,
cover the excess, basically, is what you're trying to argue.
why would they buy the membership if the membership's only going to cover them till they have to pay anyway?
No, because it's still going to be it's going to be less than what everybody else is paying. That doesn't have.
I see. So your goal is to just sell them cheaper medical expenses until they reach their limit.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they reach their limit, they have to pay out of pocket.
Yes.
Right.
What would like a rate of someone with insurance pay? Like what would their fee be at the hospital? Like what would be the basic fee at the hospital itself for a visit? See how you said like if someone wasn't insured, they'd pay a premium for their visit. You'd need to work out like a rate agreed with hospitals,
Right.
what a visit would be for someone who did have insurance. Therefore, if they was to visit X amount of times in a week, it would arguably fall underneath membership, you know? So
Right.
then everyone wins. That was the aim that Dean's trying
Yeah,
to
this
say.
isn't
So otherwise, if they go
insurance.
there too many times,
It's a membership to a hospital.
neither the company or hospital is going to make a loss.
Okay. Want me to continue?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and continue, my man.
With this great Los Santos Cares insurance. I want to give a percentage of the revenue to the hospital, so the doctors EMS can get paid more. And I want to make sure that say again.
Why wouldn't they just skip over you and offer it themselves
Why wouldn't they just
and take
like
all
the
of it?
doctors?
Yeah. What do they need you for?
I'm gonna.
You're gonna.
My partner is going to answer that.
I am. I mean, I guess the argument would be that you negotiate a rate across ourselves and hospital, right? So we'd work in tandem together, opposed to doctors on their own individual basis offering out deals.
Well, I mean, the director of the hospital could just offer this as a premium service, right?
As far as I was aware, Dean has spoken to the hospitals already.
I have.
And you've also spoken, we haven't spoken to, but you need to talk to grandma also, right?
Yeah, grandma and grandpa. I have to speak to them. But I've spoken to the hospitals. I've talked to the owner of Pillbox at the time. He's rarely. I've never really seen him about. But I've talked to the previous mayor. If you want me to talk to this current mayor, also I would also talk to them. So.
Okay.
Because at Los Santos Cares, it's not about money. It's about your health.
It should be about money, though.
Yeah, it definitely is about money. But you know, we got to make sure that people don't have an outrage about this.
That was your tagline.
We have a couple models. We have a couple different models. That was one of them.
Need to get you in a room about PR.
Yeah. You said what else I have?
What are the mottos? I want to hear them.
We have Los Santos Cares. More than about money. It's about your health. While I point into the camera. And we have Los Santos Cares. Here for you. And that's the only two I really have.
Pretty creative, those ones.
So what about the people from Sandy Shores and Polito?
Well, what do you mean? What about them?
Does Los Santos care about them?
Yeah, of course not. Los Santos, we care about everyone. As long as you're paying the premium, deluxe, and the basic package fees. Of course we care about you. If you don't pay that, then I mean, I don't give a fuck. You go gold pan and the poop canals.
All right. Anything else?
That is it. That is it.
What are your current thoughts, Mr. Lang Watson?
I'll let Lang go first on this one.
Well, you know, it's you know, I took time out of my my very busy day the other day. We'll let Dean here borrow my motorcycle. You know, I figured, yeah, he can't afford this. He doesn't make much money. Haven't done somebody a favor in a while. Might as well, let Dean Quincy over here, ride my bike around, have a good day. And, during this whole debacle, he guilted me. Into
into this?
Into hearing
Oh. Oh my god.
Into hearing him out on this business deal or business idea, and I did feel very bad, and I saw the passion in his eyes, and I said, you know what, I will take time out of my very busy day to hear what you have to say on Monday. And I think that I've had more valuable time taking a shit than listening.
Good feedback. Thank you, Mr. Lang. Mr. Watson, do you have any more feedback for Dean? Don't rush to answer, it's fine.
Dean, you mind giving us a sec?
Yes.
He's got to collect his thoughts.
Just thought of an investment idea, guys.
What is it?
We have, okay, so we tell Dean that his company's up and running, right? And then we put cameras on him, like secret cameras. And it'll be the best fucking reality TV show we could ever sell, watching him trying to sell this shit and run this company.
Should I tell him that he's got it and just let him try it?
Yeah,
Listen. Just bring him back in here. I gotta talk to Dean. I gotta talk to him. Bring him back in here. Holy shit. That was the hardest thing to get through I think I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that was something else. Should have done this at the comedy club.
Dean, listen to me, Dean. I look, I ain't trying to laugh. I ain't trying to insult you. I ain't trying to, bring those vibes, okay? I got a lot of respect for you. I've known you for a very fucking long time. I remember when I first met you, you used to sell me dongles and oxy, and I was nothing but a 2-bit fucking shit tier fucking trash criminal. Not much has changed, except I've come into a lot of successful business and a lot of money. But what in God's name was that proposal, my friend? You are a friend that strikes me as a very confident man, very intelligent at times, and very ambitious. The Dean I got here today looked like a man trying to speak to a girl he likes, but was extremely nervous to do so. What the fuck is going on here?
Okay, to be honest with you, I didn't know if I was supposed to be formal. Like, this is my first business meeting. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. If I was just supposed to, I was trying to use words that's not even in my fucking vocabulary. Like, I was just
Dean. Be yourself.
Again. Go again.
I mean, it's a simple business idea. It's health insurance. You pay for it. You don't pay the fucking shitty fucking prices the hospital is gonna give you. If you don't pay for it,
I'm asking you a serious question. I'm not trying to sound rude. This is a very serious question.
Yes.
Did you do?
You do what?
Any research?
I did do research. I mean, I watched a couple YouTube videos, but I did some research. I did some crunching of what would help with the packages and whatnot. I did some research. It's not the best. I didn't go read a thesaurus. I didn't go read one of those books, but I did some research. Yes.
Okay, so you're aware this is the vaguest expression of insurance in a business I probably have ever heard. Correct?
It's like the reverse of insurance, if anything.
You may be pitching insurance as your issue currently. Maybe because there's a foundation there that has potential.
It's
surely,
basically
right?
Costco, you know.
I mean,
Pay a
there's a
membership
foundation
for
that's
cheaper
potential. That's
stuff.
why I wanted
Tesco
to hear
Club
out the rest of the idea because initially I don't think it is a bad idea, but the more I've obviously heard here today, it's not really insurance. I think that's what kind of disconnects the entire proposal, if I'm being honest.
Maybe you pitch it as a membership program, which has the 3 tiers that you've said to me before: the basic, premium, deluxe, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which essentially allows you to get cheaper, or you pay a membership to not pay for the expensive hospitals.
Yeah, essentially you're
That'd be the
selling
best way of
like
doing it.
10 grand for 5 grand, and then make a profit if they don't spend their 5 grand, and then if they
take the risk on the person.
Exactly, and then if they actually use up all their membership, then they just start paying the real price. So it kind of you can call it insurance, but it's not typical insurance, right? You're ensuring that you get cheaper hospital bills if you go to hospital.
Right.
Yeah, it's a membership program, realistically.
Yeah.
Now the difficulty here would be, how are you going to sell memberships on behalf of a hospital? Are hospitals here privatized or are they government?
Pretty sure they're government.
State-funded.
They're state funded. So how are you going to sell memberships for a hospital that is funded by the state? I don't really see how you
Frequent
pull that
dyer
off.
program. That's
I mean, there's a few ways, but it would take a few steps, I think.
You buy the hospital.
Yeah, privatizing the hospital would be your best bet, but that would be
we're talking. Yeah, see.
You
Go
buy
buy
the
the
hospital,
fucking
privatize it all.
Yeah, that's like Cerberus level thinking right there. You know what I mean? You could try to buy the hospital. You could try to partner with the hospital, or you revisit your entire infrastructure of this business and pivot to an actual insurance company, which is a whole other mess in itself.
How much of the hospital set you back, do you think?
It's not a matter of how much it set you back. Money is nothing. It's just a matter of getting it done and approved by the Senate, the mayor, and whoever else would be involved.
Thing is, the state-funded institutions in this city are all heavily underfunded and run like shit. So, if you approach them to privatize, they're all going to be eager. But yeah, getting all the legislation passed is the hard part.
I do think there's a path there, but I need you to ask yourself, is this really what you want to do? It's going to require a lot of legwork, a lot.
So all right, so basically I would have to buy the hospital, basically.
No, we're saying that would
them
be an easy way to do it.
It would be an easy way to do memberships, or you pivot more to a traditional insurance company, which is possible.
Or you bribe the director of the hospital, but that's a very risky move.
Ideally, what you'd want to do is, if you wanted to pivot to more of a traditional insurance company, you would speak to the mayor and make this a state-funded business. It's probably your best bet, but then it comes down to it's just so many heads that are gonna have to agree, and then you're gonna have to sell this to a city of people who, have millions of dollars, but shake at the sight of having to pay $500 for a sandwich. Be a whole thing.
Right.
Have you got your numbers written down, like your plan for the numbers and how money flows?
I do. Right, Tommy?
You don't have you have numbers of the costings of potential memberships. You don't have the numbers of how you see cash flowing through the company and like where your break-even points are.
Look, because we like you, Dean, I'm gonna let you use our accountant to help work your numbers, right? And then you can present that back to us with how money flows, and then we can look at it and figure out where best to attack the market, so, for lack of a better expression.
Okay, I appreciate that. Apologize. My fault. Listen. My fault that I came in here with all the formal shit. I apologize. It's probably not gonna happen again.
Hey, listen, I don't mean this as any form of disrespect, but I haven't laughed like that in a long time. So I thank you for
Yeah, I
brightening
thought
up
it was at the
my
comedy club. to be
horrible
honest.
morning. And I mean that sincerely. It was probably one of the best proposals I've yet to hear in all of my time in Los Santos. Dean, you got a lot of potential, Dean, but you just gotta, you're lucky I like you. Okay, because if it was anybody else, I would probably shoot you in the head for wasting my fucking time with a horrible proposal. With all due respect, I'm trying to be nice here, but not trying to let my personal relationship with you affect my business mindset. But you got to be vastly more prepared here, my friend. I don't think you studied for shit, and you just looked at numbers, got excited to make money, and then lost sight of everything else.
I appreciate the opportunity, Mr. Buddha.
Listen, come on. Let's make something happen here. Don't give up. Doesn't have to be insurance. I mean, if you're really sold on that, make it happen. There's a lot of ways. It's going to require a lot of work. But hey, sometimes going back to the drawing board as well is not a bad thing.
I appreciate the time again, Mr. Watson, Mr. Buddha, Tommy. Yeah, have a nice one, yeah?
Wait there. Our accountant's coming. I'm going to introduce you.
Like Aaliyah said, Dean, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again.
That's right.
And like
I got
Kennedy
you.
said, what's a king to a god?
What's a god to a non-believer?
True.
Which one are you, Dean?
I'm like a king. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hurry up, Dominic. Dominic, I need you to do some pro bono work for us.
All right.
Our man Dean here's got a business idea, and I need you to help him flesh out the numbers so we can see where the money moves in his idea.
Got it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Tommy T, the man who fucking what was that myth? The green thumb?
What?
What was
the guy?
myth, the green thumb?
He's like had a green thumb and every touch turned to gold. Is that the guy?
Green Lantern?
I'm not Green Lantern.
Aladdin?
It's sort of like a green thumb, right? Whatever he touched turned to gold, no?
Shrek.
It must have been Shrek. How you doing, man?
Yeah, that was good.
Not too much. Listen, I just want to say, hey, not that it matters, but very, very proud of. It was a risk, paying you all that money, and you are absolutely fit for having a seat at this table here. I would love it if you showed up to more of our meetings and get more involved in the company, but I understand you're a very busy man. But
I think I made some good money, though.
The fuck is this? Is this you sharing this?
Yeah, I'm just reminding him he hasn't signed his contract.
Signed it yet. Ooh. There you go.
How much you got to pay out in bills, or are you just saving that till the end of the month?
As in the commission on the Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Well, so we started off with so Patar and Adam was our lead salesman, and I put them on a 20% commission basis to start us off, just to make sure the market was flourished with gold pans.
But have you been paying that out?
So they get paid for the first time today.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're probably gonna lose about 2M in commission.
Oh, that's good.
However, we're hiring some more people today as well, and they'll be on the commission rate will be lowered. On top of that, we've just started going out and buying more gold, like dust and nuggets. We had to work out a system with One Hub to make sure that we could kind of meet the demand that we had.
finding a lot of gold.
It seems to
haven't
have
you?
created like a good old pandemic in the city. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, here's a gold rush.
We even have some third-party dealers here where they're buying dust at a cheaper rate than what we will, so they can, you know, hold it because they have like a good cash flow and they're holding it and sell to us. There's some smart business people out there.
That's actually a really good idea.
Seems like people are actually getting into like wars over this shit as well.
Oh, my friend, the shit show you have caused one of my brothers is, well, not really you, but, you know, if you really want to, like, get all philosophical with it and deep, it's kind of actually astounding.
Seemed like for the first 2 days, there was like a heaven week created opposed to a hell week, where everyone was just panning, enjoying it, and then it started causing problems. Yeah, we're winning though.
When we
We're
do
selling
live in
panels.
Los Santos, you know, it's almost resembles Gotham. Everybody here gets fucked in the ass one way or another. From a simple gold panner to, you know, a kingpin to a businessman. Somebody's
get
always out
fucked
to get
over?
you. I mean, people have tried. They're nowhere to be seen now. Not that they're dead, but they are nobodies. But they have definitely tried.
But you've got some good money coming your way already.
Yeah, how does it feel? You know, first successful business, first start of this entire venture, feel good or what?
It feels like, you know, we just crack on and go again.
Look at the confidence in this guy, Dean.
Look at that. That's what we saw. 100%.
I mean, yeah. I mean, whenever you're ready, bada bing, bada boom. You know, next idea. Let's get with it.
I mean, we could go right now if you want.
Fuck it.
You got time? Very brief.
Yeah,
anyway.
nothing but time right now, my man.
I'll give you a quick rundown.
It's panning for silver.
For a guy
I'm gonna
who
be pissed.
can generate what was it, 17, 18 million dollars in about 2.5 weeks. I got all the time in the world.
You got some silver and bronze panning. What do you think?
What do you mean?
I know you two have delved into some criminal activities before. I'm probably familiar with boosting as a whole. Correct?
Yes, sir. I drink a booster every morning to keep my levels good to go for work.
We've already sell Rooster Booster at Boosters, so that's the idea.
Okay, so with this, you know, I'm trying to emulate the system that exists for boosting, which is clearly a crime in the city. You have to steal cars. However, I want to create a rental company. We have a rental company in the city already that exists, but it's pretty poorly run.
Absolute horrible dog shit, yeah.
I think the lack of cars up for grabs is rather embarrassing. I feel like we could provide a whole new service and system regarding rentals in the city overall. So I would like to emulate their system, and we create a system which people are rewarded for good behavior and thus rewarded with good cars to rent. However, bad behavior will obviously mean you won't be able to rent the cars that you aspire to be renting. For example, let's say if you are hired on this company or you're just working as a contractor, maybe you'll have a Langbuddha and you'll be like a D-class renter. You can only get simple cars, like maybe even BMXs and like scooters.
And mopeds, yeah.
Exactly, right? And it'd be your job then to earn credits in the company. You can do this by going out and collecting abandoned vehicles that have been rented and have left abandoned by these people who rent and show no regard for our vehicles.
Jesus
on your
Christ, you
laptop.
really are a fucking man of good ideas, huh? How the fuck should you get in partnership with somebody like Dean, with all due respect? Is it like the
On your laptop,
opposites
you know.
attract type of thing, or what?
On your laptop, you'll have a nice little app with a name that's undecided currently. You won't need a VPN to access it. You'll sign in as yourself. And you could either accept jobs to recover abandoned vehicles, or you could see the offers that are available today for cars in your class. You could then go and accept a car that's been abandoned, and maybe for that vehicle you'll need a tow truck, or maybe it'll be fine and in healthy condition. You have to go there and collect rental papers from our location, and then go and find the vehicle and drive the vehicle back to our hub, so then we can then rent it out.
This is honestly, you know, first initial impression is absolutely genius. I think that would be a great job for civilians in the city. Personally, that's that brings back towing in a new way.
I like the idea. The issue I have with it is at this stage in our financial evolution, who's going to rent a D-class car?
I rent a moped every single morning.
I know multimillionaires
So
who
everyone
still
will be
rent
bidding
Futos and
to
Enuses and everything.
Find Lang's moped. What would we say?
People will be bidding to rent Lang's moped.
To find it, I mean.
I think it work the same as boosting at which you accept a job. It'd be given to you. We'd funnel out jobs to people.
Yeah, I like the idea. I think it's
and
good.
obviously, if you was then found to be renting a vehicle and committing crime, or it gets impounded, or it's not recovered, then obviously then you will be kind of like blacklisted on our company.
So when someone rents a vehicle, do they get a time limit and they opt in for that time, or?
Yeah, and then they have to return it to the hub.
And if they don't return it, is it? But they're still driving the car. Is it lethal
It would
force?
be deemed as bad. It would be deemed as bad, like, you know, like bad behavior for it to not be returned.
Right. But I'm saying if you didn't return it, but you're still driving it, and the people that are going to go pick it up, are they going to shoot them to get the car? Or?
No, I feel like those were vehicles that were abandoned on like the previous day, you know, so to speak.
I see. Okay.
They'd be abandoned roadside around the city, wherever they were left. Some may be broken. Arguably, what we could do is we could implement a tracker system in our vehicles.
It's not about local renting. It's about it's essentially boosting
the rental time is
civilians.
over. The car simply fails to work. You know,
it's essentially just
engine.
Instead of boosting the car and driving away from the police, you're going to find a car and bring it back to the pound.
If someone was to hire the vehicle for 4 hours, 5 hours, etc., then once that time limit had been exceeded, the car would simply just stop. You know, it would come to a slow stop. The engine would stop running.
I would imagine these quote unquote abandoned you know, rental vehicles are, you know, vehicles that were kind of left randomly in a spot by a local or whatnot, correct?
That also, yes.
I see what you're saying.
That'd be my initial aim, yes.
I mean, I like it. I like innovating new civilian businesses. I don't think we've ever seen this sort of civilian business before. I think it's good. I agree with Dean. The only issue is, you know, we live in a city that is so inflation has taken rampant. Everybody's got millions of bajillions of dollars, and everyone's got an S-Class. I personally still rent the moped every morning. My preferred vehicle of choice, but that might not be the case for everybody, right?
I think you also find a good example from gold panning is there is a demand and appetite for new activities in the city.
Oh, I do think that you, Tommy, have that Dr. Dre type of branding. You know, everybody pays for the name as well. I think you're very influential and everybody wants to see you succeed, which is a very good benefit in this business. Established a very well reputation here in the city. So I think, you know, you are the guy with the green thumb. Anything you touch will turn to gold, my friend.
Gold member.
Oh, Midas. The Midas touch.
Yeah.
That's who you were going for earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I saw the most hardened criminals in the city doing gold panning for at least a couple of days.
It's gold. Everyone wants gold.
Yeah, but these are people who live on high octane adrenaline lifestyles. So to get them to relax by waterfall for several hours is quite an achievement. They're most certainly not the target customer. So I think even with this business, you'll see people who aren't our target audience involved. At the same time, maybe we could front some money to put some exclusive cars in the rentals, you know? Maybe we could have cars in the city that aren't currently purchasable. So it's something to strive towards for these people.
Do like it. Thinking of like the base of this idea and how you can kind of shift it as well. Like, for example, you know how these mechanic shops They have all these parts they need in their cars for repair. Maybe it's a similar idea, but instead these guys are finding these abandoned vehicles and essentially repoing them and then bringing them back, taking them apart, breaking them down to these car parts, and then selling them to mechanic stores.
True. That'd be good.
It'd be good. I think the base of the idea is a very good one.
There's a lot of ways you could pivot it.
Yeah.
Got the
I think
paperwork done?
that's got the paperwork done. No, I wanted to gauge your thoughts and feelings on it first.
Yeah, and I think we're both interested in putting some investment into it.
So alternatively, I still have a company that has all the paperwork done, which is Atlantis, but I know there's other companies that may be competitors already. But in case you're unaware, Lang, it's basically a company that would explore the ocean, as I feel like it's a very untapped place in the city. And there are wreckages in the sea, which definitely we could go and try and discover, see if there's anything good down there. We could hire people to go do so for us. At the same time, maybe
I think it's a great idea.
We could also clean up the sea by, there maybe there's some boats and like parts out there floating around that need to be salvaged.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Tommy. A lot of people have similar ideas, but a lot of people just don't act on them. The first sign of resistance, they fold and go back to doing whatever the fuck they do normally. So I don't even think that an idea like this has come to life yet. It's definitely been thought about, but it's definitely not been brought to life. I could be wrong though.
That company, I have the company already set up and done for, and the accounts. And one final one, actually, that has proved to be an issue in the city quite a lot is, people tend to talk in the city and tend to come up with very similar ideas, like you said, right? There's also a very easy way to make some money would be to have a patented system, like you have to patent your idea when you submit it to the construction or to the city hall. And there'd be a database available to judges and anyone like that who would need to access it to see who was actually who had taken that idea, what idea it was, and what process it was in. In the city work on ideas for a long time, and then they find out that someone has already got in there like before them, or someone got in there after them with that same concept. It's just based on.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just go to
lucky.
Andy or anyone there and be like, "Hey, has anyone done this or that?"
It does seem that would be the case, but I know people had the frustrations of that not being the case. That people end up having the same thing submitted multiple times, and the same thing's been developed at the same time. But food for thought, same to think of. Personally, my one I want to, that's why the one I said first, the one I want to go through first. I feel like it's the most potential, and I feel like you create a lot of jobs in the city, and the same appetite Gold Planet did.
I mean, I like it. I mean, I don't know. I think you choose which one you want to move forward with, and then we start ironing it out.
I'm happy with that one.
And take it a step at a time. I mean, just keep focusing on one business at a time. Before you know, you have 30 under your belt, and we're all rich.
That work. Yeah, I'll get a proposal done. I'll get everything else done. I'll get moving like before.
Perfect.
All right, Tommy. Appreciate your time, my man.
Anything else you need from me?
We all good.
To work on?
No, I think we all good. Come collect that money soon. All right.
I get a Cerberus chain now that I've made some money.
I think if there was one person who could skip everything and get a Cerberus chain right away, it would be you. I'm not gonna lie.
Say less.
If you want a Cerberus chain, give us your percentage of Gold Rush to Cerberus.
What?
Prove yourself.
Yeah, we need an extra 7% kicker from the business.
You need to prove myself by giving you 37.5%. Yeah, 37.5% of the business.
To Cerberus, yep. Not to us.
You're valuing the Cerberus chain at quite a hefty sum.
Valuing it at your commitment to the vision that is Cerberus.
I think I'll hold on to my percentage because I feel like there's a lot of potential with that money that I could do.
We could.
All right, well.
No
Think
chain
about
is for me, unfortunately, but you know, I'm sure you'll see plenty of events and stuff in the city because of the money that's been made from the gold rush.
To telling him about the shit, but I guess we can't.
And that's not going to work on me.
Tommy, all I'm going to say is, buddy, is we're working on a lot of big things that maybe one day you might want to be involved in. You know what I mean? And the more loyalty you show to the company here, the greater the chances. And when I tell you these are mind-blowing things, these are things you can't even think about yourself, my friend, that we're about to accomplish in this goddamn shithole of a city. I'm going to be honest.
I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe one day I will be talking on Mars, my friend. Have a good day.
All right.
Appreciate you.
See you later. Have a good
Well,
day.
come eat.
Thank you.
Shit, I had to talk to you about something I completely forgot. We're talking to Tommy. What the fuck did I need to speak to you about? I need you to speak to you about talking about Tommy. We're talking about Mickey. We're talking about Marlo, Mickey. I think it has something to do with the mayorship, legislation. I can't remember. Fuck it.
Oh, sure you'll think of it. What the fuck?
You guys have a minute?
Yeah, what's up, Tim?
We have James Arsenal here for the card company. What offer do you want to counter with?
Well, we agreed on 50%, 1 million.
50% for 1 million is your counter there? All right.
No. What do you mean our counter? I thought he agreed to
I
that.
thought he agreed to that, yeah.
I wasn't exactly sure whether or not he had agreed to it.
Well,
Yeah, it
then,
should
no,
be
we
good. I think
did.
he agreed to it, yeah.
All right, 50% for 1 million.
Jesus, back to back today.
Back to back. Yeah, I set up a lot of meetings. What the fuck did I need to talk to you about?
Should we
Oh,
actually
I
do
remember.
it?
I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know the full details yet, but Ray and his Rust boys have come under severe scrutiny by the PD, and essentially it's been Armageddon.
But Eve said they
Nuclear
all
winter.
got raided. Are they
Pablo, what
fucked?
the fuck are you doing in here?
She told me I could slide in real quick.
I don't know who the fuck told you that. Please step outside the office, my friend. We are having a private meeting right now.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I like the beard though.
The fuck was that? All right, listen. Armageddon, nuclear winter, the apocalypse, the four horsemen, the return of Jesus Christ.